You got a quillodin?
Quillodin, yeah.
Yep.
Nice texture.
Go on.
You know, firm, but...
And then where did the idea to put the computer on Jeopardy come from? We're here live at the GroDega on location with our Chief Revenue Officer, Neil Isford.
Good morning.
Is it Isford?
That's right.
You always got to get that right?
Perfect.
Nice. Neil, welcome joining us on the GroDega. We're going to start off with something a little bit fun. This is Joolie's. Have you seen Joolie's before?
I have not.
I got to tell you, dates are in summer 2026. It might be like the super food of the summer is a date. Now, Joolie's has been with us for a while, and they just came out with this new packaging, a new flavor. This is the Razzle Dazzle Blue Raspberry Date. You want to get that a smell?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Go ahead. And are you a date person?
I am.
Go ahead. Try one of these. Get on in there. Yeah. We showed up to the, there you go. Give it a go. Get right here on the camera, too. What do you think?
Nice texture.
Go on.
You know, firm, but tasty.
You like the flavor?
Yeah.
Blue raspberry.
Subtle.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, what do you know about dates?
Nothing grow on trees.
They grow on trees. Not many people, I think, even know that. Like, what is a date? You know? The harvest is in September. It's coming up. I'm hoping to get the invite out to the farm to help see them pick.
Those are good.
I like how they flavor them. Relatively healthy. Serving size 4 to 5 dates. Total calories of 120. You know? 22 grams of sugar in 4 to 5 dates. But it's not all the potassium in the world.
It's really good for that.
Yep, some carb. Anyway, Joolie's. Nice vegan, real fruit, clean ingredients, organic, no added sugar. On the platform today.
Jeopardy, the IBM Challenge.
Here we go. Brad, if you're ready, make your first choice.
Let's take alternate meanings for 200, Alex.
Who is the church lady?
Yes. Watson.
What is narcolepsy?
You are right, and with that, you move to $36,681.
So I was early on one of the first leaders for IBM from a sales and a go-to-market perspective for what we call cognitive solution, which leveraged analytics, but the core technology was Watson. And we were early on. This is back in 2016. We were early on with AI. There were not foundation models out there. We were building all.
Is that when the Jeopardy episode happened?
It was right when the Jeopardy episode happened.
Now, for people who are like the newer generation, don't know what IBM Watson is. How do you describe Watson?
Well, I mean, Watson is fundamentally AI. It was using AI, and the proof point was going on Jeopardy and show that we could actually beat the leaders.
And you did.
Fortunately, we did.
Now going into it, were you confident that you'd beat any human?
That was a test. The answer is we were confident, but it was not a sure thing.
And then where did the idea to put the computer on Jeopardy come from?
The marketing team. We had a very strong marketing team.
And they're like, we need to get this product to market. We need to showcase this technology to the masses. We need primetime TV. Let's go ahead. Let's put the computer head to head against a human.
Well, and it wasn't even just TV. And this was, thank goodness this worked, Peter, because we set up watch parties in almost every big city in the world and invited customers. So we had CEOs sitting in for IBM, sitting in Toronto and sitting in Chicago and sitting in LA and sitting in New York. I mean, if this had been a flop, it would have. And
were you in? And what was your role with Watson at the time?
So I was leading. At that point, it was early. Jeopardy was early, but within another year, I was leading sales essentially for everything but healthcare. I was leading. How do we apply this technology to solve business problems?
Now, I actually find the healthcare kind of apropos to your time here at Grovara.
Yeah.
You're talking about how originally the idea with Watson was to help with the diagnoses of like
oncology, yeah, specifically, yeah.
Right.
I've been for about 30 years helping companies, small companies grow, from $3 million startups to $1 billion companies. And all my background's really been in tech. So it started off in data, analytics, AI, and leveraging that to help companies build solutions to help clients. And about a year ago, I joined a company called Cheap Outsiders that has 120 that look like me. We've been doing big companies, small companies. We've been helping companies grow. You know, former CMO of Disney Parks, former CMO of WebMD, people like me. I've done it 12 times across the 30 years. And we're growth consultants. We're operators. And you found me.
Well, we're at that critical point now where the company is just seeing that uptick.
Yeah.
So we need out the scale. And you know what? In the entrepreneurial world, like when you go through an uptick, not everyone goes smoothly on the uptick.
No.
You have peaks and valleys.
Yep.
Right?
Exactly.
And so then you can't just assume that you keep doing the same thing over and over, you're going to keep growing.
No.
You got to kind of change up the mix a little.
Yeah.
So getting someone seasoned like yourself and Chief Outsiders to complement our team is something we're really excited about. So it's nice to have you here on the team.
Great to be here.
Well, so let's go back. Let's take a step back. So where do you still see Stone Age behavior in wholesale? Like what are people doing today that they're not going to be doing in 10 years?
Well, Stone Age behavior is everything's done just through email or WhatsApp or spreadsheets. And that's the way the industry was running, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. I mean, not much has changed. I mean, Excel's been around, since 1995. and WhatsApp not as long, but that is still the way it's done.
Yeah, before WhatsApp, you had the fax machine.
Yeah, the fax machine. There you go. Yeah.
But now, like, I actually, in the last couple of years, I haven't seen a fax lately.
Yeah, good.
But until a couple of years ago, there's still people who are doing
Yeah.
some faxing.
Yeah.
So
that's really inefficient. And then if you're a buyer, you're finding the right deal, the right price is just predicated on your network, right? And as we know now in a global marketplace, particularly with the explosion of products and trade, it's impossible for anybody to know all the particular product points there, right? So it's inefficient.
which is a good segue into my question being like, where do you see AI and data fitting into the technology and to our model?
Well, there's so many places. I mean, I think demand signals, I think, product matching, be able to figure out what is the best product for a particular buyer. Gosh, I think about helping a brand decide, where I want to expand to. I mean, there's just so many different ways you can do this, be able to analyze, trends and get ahead of what's going to happen in terms of demand. I'm in London and I want to see what are the trends in the US because I know I can follow the trends that are eventually going to come here. So can I get a jump on the marketplace, right, by understanding the US market better? So our platform not only has AI capabilities, but as we collect more data, we become actually a great data source.
Right. Okay. And what does success look like? If we're 6 months in the future now, I'm looking back and today, what is the ideal outcome for you?
More volume and delighted customers.
More volume and delighted customers.
Yeah.
That's pretty succinct and a great answer. All right. And is there anything that you have that has surprised you so far about Grovara and what we're doing here?
The speed at which you built the platform is very impressive. And the building it bottom up using AI, it's not just the platform has AI capabilities, AI was used to build the platform. So I think the adoption and leverage of technology really has surprised me how quickly you've been able to do that.
Nice. Is there anything on these shelves that you want to try before I kick you out of here?
Oh my goodness.
Anything that looks impressive?
How about these cheddar cheese crisps?
I'm glad you asked. Oh boy. We have the Jim Snack cheddar cheese crisps. These are brand new. Do you want to give these a go?
Yeah.
Let's go. Jimsnack.com. Cheddar cheese crisps. Give them a peel. You got to be brutally honest, though.
Okay.
You know how this works, right? Yeah. Let's go.
Well, they're small. Bite size. Well, I can eat that.
Do not eat that. There you go. Cheddar cheese crisps. Plant-based. Non-GMO. Gluten-free, high in protein. Seed oil-free and made from peas.
With peas, really?
Made from peas.
Would not have known that. First of all, great cheddar flavor.
Okay.
Really deep, good cheddar flavor. Crunchy. Small, so you're not going to choke yourself on that.
Right.
Good. Yeah.
Got a good smell to it, too. Okay, have you ever worked a pack before?
I have not.
Do you know what this is?
Yes.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Now, if you see a Pokemon on a clip strip, that's
Yep.
what this is. It's
Yep.
a clip strip.
Yep.
And it's in a supermarket.
Mhm.
Very good chance we did it. So if you're out there and you're going around the world looking for Pokemon, and you're in a supermarket, and you see something that looks like this, think Grovara. There's a good chance that we did it. I should clarify that. Mainly, like, we're only selling in the U.S. So I guess if you're around the world and you're seeing these, you can still think about us, but we probably didn't do that yet. We only have certain distribution channels for Pokemon booster packs, that is. We can sell these. These are the refuel packs right here.
Mm.
We can sell these anywhere. Worldwide.
Nice.
These we can sell only in supermarkets.
Ah.
Approved supermarkets. Now, what's interesting is these are the repacks. These are not from Pokemon themselves, but look what they do. They use the clear window in front, put the Pokemon card, the back of the card, so that it actually looks like it's a Pokemon pack, which it is a Pokemon pack. There are real cards inside here, but if you want a booster pack, this is the stuff that comes straight from Pokemon. These are after, packs are in the wild. A company called Wayne Global in Texas aggregates those cards, sorts them, builds their own packs out of, and they're called repacks.
Huh.
You can still get good cards in these, but they're not the official cards. These cards, they come from any year. Like, you never know what series you're going to get. And it's just like baseball cards, where there's different series. Like, this one's called Chaos Rising, right? Mega Evolution's Chaos Rising. Now, this series is, correct me if I'm wrong, is it a year old?
Yeah, it just came out.
This just came out.
Wow.
Brand new.
Mm.
We have our resident Poke expert. Yeah, we call him Snorlax. That's because he can't come on camera without a stain on his shirt. It's his MO. All right, you want to go ahead and rip a pack?
Sure.
Go ahead. Now, we're looking for a Greninja full art. Wait, hold on. Let me get this right. Is it Team Pokemon Greninja? No, not. Just regular Greninja full art. Maybe like shiny?
Yeah, no, so that low now.
All right, all right. Everyone has their different style and how they rip the packs. Some people,
Some people have trouble ripping these packs.
everyone has trouble ripping the packs. And let him figure it out. This is an AI expert, okay? He can open a freaking analog pack of Poke cards. The expert off camera has got anxiety right now because
So do I.
he just doesn't want you to screw this up.
I'm getting
'Cause if you
sweaty
tear
now.
what if you pulled a good card, but then you actually rip it?
I don't want to rip the
You're
card,
gonna
though.
be a jerk.
Yeah, I don't want to rip the card. I don't want to use my teeth.
So yes, you can. What year did he become a citizen?
2010.
Should have passed the Poke test first. That should be the last thing. You got to sing the national anthem, name the founding fathers,
I
and
got
a
it.
rip a Poke pack.
There it is.
That should be the American way in 2026.
I got it. That works.
All right, now here's how this works. You got to hold this up to the camera, just like
Yeah.
this. Okay, camera
Yeah.
2. Wait, camera 2, zoom in here. That's okay. And then you're gonna go one by one,
Yeah.
and you're gonna show the camera, and you're gonna say the name of what it is.
Okay.
Now, in the back are gonna be your rare cards. You get the common cards. In the back, you get the shiny rares. Let's get them. Let's get them here. Go ahead and show the camera.
Okay. Well, this is without my glasses on.
You got a Quillodin.
Quilladin, yeah.
Yep. Next. What's that? You gotta rip the pack. Just throw it down.
Fragadier.
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 Hold it up to the camera.
Skrelp.
Skrelp. Nice. Keep going, Neil.
Gumi.
Goomy. Nice. What's this one?
Garbodor.
Right. Next.
Taras.
Yeah. Taros.
Taros.
Yeah, you one.
I'll have to get these names down,
It's
Peter.
okay.
Dexus.
Yeah. Deoxys or whatever. I
Deoxys?
don't know. Keep going. You're doing great, Neil. What's this one?
Looks like Scootank.
Yeah, Skoontank. That's a
I like that. These names are
airless
good.
Skoontank. Yeah.
It looks like Keldex. Is that right?
Yeah. Look at the shiny. See, it's a little bit more of a.
Yeah,
That's
these are
now
really
that's called
impressive.
a half art hollow, right?
Yeah.
So those are the collectible cards.
Gudra?
Ooh, Gudra. That's a pretty card too.
Oh, that's what I
Another
like that
half
one.
art hollow. And what do you got in there? So that's
Basic
your
Energy.
Basic energy. Neil, that was your first time ripping a pack?
That was my first time.
I got to tell you something. Nothing.
I'll work on it.
Nothing too exciting in this. Like nothing
No.
really neat. But this one's a pretty card, isn't it?
Yeah.
A Gudra.
Yeah. Yeah.
And these are the your 3 hollow rares.
Wow.
The Skoontank, there's Gudra, and the Kildro.
Yeah.
Or the Kildio. This
Yeah.
is what people kind of like. They look for.
Yeah.
And if you're lucky, you get a full art. So you see how there's only one little image here?
Yeah. Yeah.
A full art is the whole
Wow.
card. That's what you're
Impressive.
looking for. All right.
Enjoyed that.
Now, in order to play the game, you
Yeah.
need, correct me if I'm wrong, Snorlax is 120 cards in the deck, right?
60.
Put 2 players.
Yeah, we once one.
120 cards to play. So what happens is
Yeah.
people buy these booster packs. There's only 10 cards in there at a time.
Yeah.
But in order to play the game, you need to get 6 of those
Got
for
it.
the game.
I got
And
it.
would you believe I'm seeing on Amazon these cards are selling, depending on the series, up to $20 a pack?
Really?
Really? Well, listen, I got to tell you something now. I'm very excited about the future of this business and the future of having you and your success and everything you brought to the table, already getting and compounding, becoming incredibly awesome. Welcome to the
Great to
team.
be here. Thanks. Thanks,
Stay
buddy.
tuned, like, comment, subscribe, and always go global here at the Grovara Podcast. And if you want to talk to Neil or myself, just go to grovara.com and reach out. And if you have any questions about IBM Watson or AI and implementing new age technologies into your business models, we're here to help.
Hobby, we're gonna do something really fun right now. We're gonna rip some packs. You ever rip the Pokemon pack? No? All right, let's go. This is the Chaos Rising series. Okay? Yeah.